Heroscape is back. It's incredibly exciting, and I can't wait to get into this video where I'm going to be discussing.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm making a video about the Age of Annihilation relaunch information.
Don't play coy with me. Your video title makes it sound like you're gonna be mean to Renegade, and I don't like it. Heroscape is back. We should be celebrating, and
The painted master set is $225.
oh, oh, okay. Let's get into it.
Hey, that's my line. Welcome to Renegade Plays Games. Today we'll be fact-checking the RenegadeCon live stream of the Heroscape Age of Annihilation relaunch. I know, it should all be good news. In my opinion, Renegade is not all it's cracked up to be, but we'll get to that in a bit. First, the good news. The Age of Annihilation designs are back. That's right, our fears of amateurish Heroscape designs are all unfounded, it seems. The Renegade AOA designs have been revealed to be basically identical to the Avalon Hill designs, with just some very minor general changes or small spelling errors. Oh, and one name change for some reason. Night Irene, yeah, very clever. I think my next Hound custom is going to be named Hound Dog. This was something that had been known for a while after Scott basically confirmed it in the Renegade Discord this week, but it was nice to see those incredible familiar designs officially. This news came in the announcement. What? Why? Why am I struggling with that word? This news came in the announcement of the Battle Box, said to be the first of its kind.
This is the first of its kind. Lee, can you tell us what a battle box is and a bit about this release?
And this is pretty remarkable because this box comes with its own figures, cards, terrain, wound markers, order markers, other markers, even a D20. Basically, it's never been done before. Next, they kicked off something called the Heroscape Terrain System, featuring reskinned jungle trees. The contents are basically identical to the Takala Jungle Pack without the spiders, which I think would be great if the terrain rules were the same. But while the Lower trees can replace the Takala Jungle trees cosmetically, there is actually one critical difference. Lee said this during the live stream.
The large jungle pieces grant an adjacent defending figure one additional die when making their defense rolls.
And at first I thought she maybe misspoke because the Takala Jungle Trees only give an extra defense to defending figures from a ranged attack. But no, according to the website, the Lower Trees give adjacent figures a defense bonus against any roll, not just ranged attacks. So basically they create a pool of shadow around them. That's a pretty significant difference, and it actually hurts melee a lot more because they're going to be charging into ranged figures that potentially have this jungle bonus. Okay, this story is actually developing as I film this. This is unscripted now. Lee just confirmed in the Renegade Discord basically that everything she said and everything on the website is a mistake. And they're actually functionally supposed to be the same as the Takala Jungle Trees. Now, whether or not that is true, I don't know, because it seems weird that she would say it and it would be on the website. It seems to me like maybe someone just misread how the Takala Jungle Trees are supposed to work because they don't have anyone who actually knows Heroscape on the team. But that's good, actually. I think I would prefer that, even though it's a little boring to have them say the same. It's honestly really nice to have official Takala Jungle replacements for, I guess, not the worst price. And also, it is really nice that these trees actually seem like they might do something to block line of sight, which is great. Personally, I think they're a little pricey, but I also made like 2 sets of these for $30 from PetSmart, and honestly, I think they kind of look a little better. So, what do I know? Next up, we have the master set, and this is the big one. And by big one, I mean the hefty price it will extract from your wallet. You see, we were promised a 10 to 15% increase between painted and unpainted by Scott G from Renegade Power himself, saying in the Discord a few weeks ago that pre-painted does have a cost, but it's not double or even 50% of unpainted. He also said it should be around 10 to 15% more and that they think it provides excellent value to the game and makes it much more appealing to many more players. That's pretty interesting, Scott, because by my math, the painted master set is actually almost double what the unpainted master set is, and the battle box is around 50% more than the unpainted is, which is pretty much the opposite of what you said. That's right. The painted master set is $225, which means if I wanted to have 2 sets of officially painted Frostclaws on my table, I would have to drop half a grand to do it. Thank God I took up painting a while ago. A nice paint set and a good pair of brushes for like $100 will get you through the rest of the releases. So I would recommend you go out and pick up the hobby. Personally, I find it really relaxing and quite satisfying to do a good job with these figures. And also the official paint schemes are really goofy.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
I mean, why is they like neon? It's so wild. Of course, there was an immediate uproar about this in the Facebook and Discord, people comparing these prices to the big box Avalon Hill designs, because even unpainted, you're only getting about 1/3 of the content for the same price if you buy all 3 things. And Scott G actually responded in the Renegade Discord saying, because things change, we weren't happy with the way old Heroscape levels of paint application looked on new highly detailed sculpts. So we decided to go all out and offer a premium painted version and an unpainted version. The premium painted master set has over 1,000 paint applications across 20 minis. They just didn't look good enough to us using the old standards. I want to clarify one thing before moving on. A paint application is just a step a painter has to take to apply paint to a mini. So like a stroke or things like that. It's not actually 1,000 different paints or something that complex. It's certainly more love than the old Heroscape figures, but honestly, per figure, I probably did something pretty similar with this Wyvern. And again, I think painters should be paid more. As someone who has painted most of his collection, the value is way more than people realize. I just think don't promise something that you can't deliver on so specifically. When a player said that the unexpected price increase might stop them from buying new Heroscape, Scott said, it's never changed because no price was ever announced until today. But I understand you should do what's right for you. Except it did? If the unpainted master set was always going to be $125, then a 10 to 15% increase would only put the pre-painted set at around $150. Almost doubling the price is a big shock, and the point is not that you thought the previous quality paint designs were subpar. The point is that you conveniently forgot to tell everyone this until the pre-orders were already open and they could buy it without thinking about it. And of course, I've already mentioned this, but that doesn't cover the fact that the unpainted minis, the same price as the Avalon Hill stuff, only come with about 1/3 of the content. I've said this before, but Renegade is absolutely using nostalgia to rob me blind, and it's totally working. I'm buying everything. Probably duplicates of everything. Those unpainted minis look so damn good. And they have organized play. There will be a whole bunch of officially sponsored events coming in 2024 with a bunch of cool prizes for players. There are even plans for local, regional, and worldwide Heroscape in 2025, which is really exciting because competitive Scape actually didn't exist until March 1st, 2024. There's also support for casual players and such, with scenario releases and things like that. That doesn't interest me personally, but it might interest some of you. Finally, Renegade is once again inventing something that's never been done before for Heroscape: the Battle Network. This application will have tournament software, player profiles, and the tournaments that they played in, and a builder that, wait for it,
Like the army builder being one of the coolest things about this, will allow players to build armies using a comprehensive database of existing and upcoming Heroscape figures.
That's right, for the first time ever, we have a Heroscape builder that lets you build from past and present Heroscape. It's truly incredible. I don't know how they come up with this stuff. On a serious note, I do wonder what this means for Heroscape.org. Chris Perkins is a genius that has worked really hard on this website for the last few years, and it's constantly coming out with really nice new features for the Heroscape community. Honestly, it's kind of difficult to see the Renegade site surpassing .org in terms of just pure functionality at first, but we'll see. There's a lot of things to figure out. The community has kept this game alive for a long time, and I think passing off the torch to a company is going to be really messy. I'm excited to see how things shake out. Now I have a confession to make. I don't love Renegade. And this is probably no surprise to you if you've seen me interact on social media at all in the last few weeks, or maybe even the last few months. That's not the confession. If you look closely at the rulebook they released, you will see in the playtesting credits a familiar name, one Ryan Haggerty. That's right, I was a playtester for Renegade. Now, I've been advised by my lawyer not to say everything I want to say, so I'll hold back and keep this level-headed. And no more jokes from here on out. This is very serious. The rumors circulating from that Reddit leak were unfortunately mostly true. I was dismissed from Renegade's playtesting for critiquing the design. The playtesting was isolated and totally mismanaged, and the lead designer was very incompetent and incapable of handling any critique. Now, I'm not totally sure what happened in my absence, but I am so glad Renegade changed course and gave us the beloved AOA designs that the War Council worked so hard on and that the playtesters fought so hard for. Now, I've been asked what my actual goal is in telling you all of this. Like, what purpose does it actually serve? Is it just for selfish, cathartic reasons? No. Well, yes. Okay, actually, yes. It's like 70% cathartic. It feels good to get all of that off my chest, and now that it's out there, I never have to think about Renegade playtesting again. And if that's all that comes with it, that's fine with me. I mean, the Admiral is back, baby! He's back!